Hello everyone, today I'm going to give you a simple explanation about educational psychology. We'll look at what educational psychology is, why it is important, and how people who study it can use this knowledge to find the best solution and strategies for different situations in schools and classrooms. To learn more about this, I refer to the textbook Educational Psychology written by Paul Egan, Don Kotchak. First of all, what is educational psychology? It is the study of students' behavior and thinking in educational settings, and it aims to improve the learning process in a scientific way. So, why do we need educational psychology? Because it provides the basic professional knowledge that teachers need in order to teach students well. More simply, it helps us understand students' developmental stages and individual differences, so we can create effective teaching strategies. It also helps teachers increase students' motivation, deal with problems like poor concentrations and learning difficulties, and support students' growth through proper evaluation and feedback. In addition, this knowledge strengthens teachers' professional skills, making them more effective in guiding students in the classroom. Now, let's look at the example of how educational psychology can be applied in a real school situation. The term of educational psychology may sound difficult, but in fact, it can be quite simple. I read a part of textbook that talks about changes in how teachers can support students with special needs. So let's imagine this situation. In one class, there is a student with an intellectual disability. Sometimes these students disrupt the flow of the lesson. Another student, let's call him student A, gets upset and complains to the teacher about it. So how should this teacher, who has studied educational psychology, respond in this situation? Option 1. The teacher scolds student A, saying that we must respect the special needs students. Option 2. The teacher understands student A's feelings, show empathy, and then explains the situation to help him understand. Of course, the better answer is option 2. Why? Because the goal of educational psychology is not to decide who is right or wrong in a conflict. Instead, it is about respecting the students with special needs while also recognizing the discomfort of other students. By responding this way, student A will think, my teacher understands my feelings, and this will make him more willing to accept the teacher's explanation. Today, we looked at what educational psychology is, why it is important, and how it can be applied in a real school situation. Educational psychology is not just theory, it is a practical tool that helps us understand, respect, and teach students more effectively. I believe that if you use this knowledge, whether as a teacher or as a student, it can greatly help in creating a better school life. Thank you.